In today's episode of 5 Scary Ghost Videos Caught on Camera. Number 5. Our fifth video comes from the YouTube channel The Haunted Site, Paranormal Investigations. This time Patrick and Jason went to the St. Charles Hotel in Carson City, which was built in 1862. That makes it the longest continuously run hotel in the state of Nevada. The building confirmed more than a dozen suicides and unexplained deaths. Upon their arrival, Patrick and Jason went to the third floor, where the most activity was observed. They decided to start with the room where the heavyweight boxer Larry Duncan lived, and not long after they entered, the SLS camera caught this.
Got the night vision camera in here also. Anybody in here with us? Pretty small room. I'm gonna set this here. So I won't know if there's anything on it until we review it, but let's grab the Ovilus. Okay, good to go.
Now to me, that motion looks like something a boxer would do.
And we got the millimeter up and running again too. It's hotter in this room.
It is hot. It's pretty cold outside right now, so.
There's no heat in here either. It's not like somebody's in here with a heater. Look, it's at 1.1, 0.7. Who's in here with us? I think that might be the first time we ever...
Together. SH.
Who's in here with us? Together.
What is your name?
If you come up to this box, it will change the...
Present.
It'll do that. Or you can show yourself on that camera too. We'll be able to see you. It's like a steady 0.7, 1.3. And it's like, I mean, there's no power in here.
No, there's no power in this room.
Lady.
Rain and lady.
Are you a lady? It's the heater.
Air vent.
We see quite a large figure that moves in a rather bizarre way. It looks like he's trying to punch or box them, which is quite interesting about the fact that the boxer lived in this room. Then they went to room 304, where the lady's ghost is often seen. While they were trying to communicate with the ghost, one of the cameras captured this.
Do you like to look out of this window? 2.2. It's like everywhere in this hotel is like 7.1. Everywhere, every room we've gone into has had spikes like to pretty much double digits. 71 degrees in here. Do you have something you want to say? Come and talk to us.
Floor is super creaky.
Yeah. That was weird. Is that you? So, that was weird. So I got like a smell of like floral, like almost perfume. And then I felt like a little touch or like a little pressure.
At one point, Patrick feels the perfume around him, and is touched by something. Next, he asks, quote, "Is that you?" And behind his back, in the window, we see something strange. White fog that looks like a figure appears, moves around, and disappears after a while. Then they both went to the room 305, where they also captured something interesting on the camera.
Temperature's at 74.
Oh, there it is. Yep. It looks like they're taking a shower. In the shower. Can you raise your hands up? It did.
It's moving its arm.
Yep. Can you put your hand all the way down?
Oh man.
Yeah, you feel that?
Oh, my throat just started hurting bad.
Mm-hmm. Mine did too, right in this room. Look, the hand went down.
Very much down.
Look, the other one's waving at us.
Are you trying to come out of there?
What can we do to help you?
Ooh, it's hot in here.
What can we do to help you?
Ooh, it's hot in here.
It is very hot in here.
Just got chills in it. Even with the temperature increase. Which is currently at 70.
Do you think you can reach the millimeter?
Talk. Numbers.
Talk numbers.
Talk numbers? What number do you want to... Dude, we were talking about it raising.
It's a hit.
We literally were saying raise this up. And it said talk number 105. 113. Are you making it hot in here? Look, they're climbing up the wall. Do you see that? They're climbing up. 174.
82. 87.
Are you climbing up this wall? Should I follow you? Gone and then reappeared.
She's still there.
What is going on?
Are you trying to escape?
Now there's two. There's another one over here in the mirror. Ooh. Look at them.
Oh my gosh.
Make it hot in here. The whole screen is just full of...
No, dude, like I'm getting chills. Like,
Yes.
Chills.
I can't even breathe. Are you making it hard for me to breathe? I just heard a voice right there.
I heard a sigh.
I heard like a voice. Can we help you? 188.
I saw that. It's hot in here now.
Oh, I gotta get out of here.
I'm getting like alternating hot flashes and chills.
My body is burning up. My hand is freezing out here. This figure's climbing into the ceiling.
What's upstairs?
There's another figure, like over here.
Dude, it's just trapped on there. Where are you going? Where'd you go?
It disappeared into this wall. Literally disappeared right 124. Disappeared into 122. Now they're over here. Oh, they were at the door.
Whoa.
Again, we see the silhouette that appeared on the SLS camera, and the strange figure seems to understand them and is responding to their requests. But that was not the end. Then they left the room and left the camera in. What it recorded is a little bit scary.
The energy in this room got so intense that both Jason and myself had to leave this room. Little did we know we were about to capture something unbelievable.
We can see once again a white figure that first stands and then disappears into the bathroom. What do you folks think about it? Did Patrick and Jason manage to record the mysterious figure of a ghost, not once but twice, and confirm that this hotel is haunted and we can really see ghosts in it? Or maybe all we saw can be explained? You are the judges, you decide. If you want to watch the full episode of this investigation, visit his YouTube channel, The Haunted Site Paranormal Investigations. Number 4. The next video comes from the YouTube channel NK Hauntings. This time Jason and Kim, along with the Dark Skies team, went to the haunted and abandoned Beaver Park Hospital, in which, like the previous recording from the haunted site, they used SLS camera and also captured something interesting while exploring the building.
This keeps mapping something. Yeah,
Oh,
in that
yes.
corner.
You think it was hanging,
Yeah.
wouldn't you, from a scene?
There's nothing really there that looks like a sheep.
It's not the poor friend, it's not.
Yeah.
Call upon any spirits
Fake.
that are in this hospital.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
If you would like to make yourself known and walk towards the ball that's on the floor, it's not designed to hurt you and we're not here to disrespect you. My phone's actually trying to map up something as well on the right hand side.
Like the focus.
Yeah. Don't need to be afraid.
Touch that ball and it'll light up some pretty colours.
At some point in the corridors we see a fairly tall figure that seems to be watching them, and right after that we hear a rather distinct knock coming from the floor above. So was it something paranormal? Or maybe a coincidence? Decide, folks. Also, if you want to watch the full episode, visit their YouTube channel NK Hauntings. Number 3. The next ghost video comes from the YouTube channel El PAYASO de la Toledo, which this time went to the ghost town in San Luis Potosí, in which there are many abandoned stone buildings and many ghost hunters have recorded ghosts there. After they started exploring, at some point during the session with the spirit box, this happened.
Hola. ¿Hay alguien aquí? ¿Alguien se encuentra en este lugar? Háblanos.
During the session in the hall next to them, we see a dark figure that appears literally for a fraction of a second and then disappears. Next, PAYASO explores the next buildings and meets the mysterious figure again.
No se ve ningún animal. No hay absolutamente nadie, payaso. No nos hemos topado a nadie. Más que cuando llegamos. Ahora otra cosa para allá. Ahora otra cosa para allá. Ahora otra cosa para allá. ¿Viste? Corre, güey. Aquí vi algo. A ver, ve, venga. Uy. Aquí hay una puerta.
At one point, he notices a dark figure watching them, which they start chasing, but when they reach their destination, they find no one there anymore. So was it a real ghost? Or maybe PAYASO set it all up and it's just a stupid hoax? The final decision is yours. If you want to watch the full episode of this investigation, visit his YouTube channel El Payaso de la Toledo. Number 2. Another recording comes from the YouTube channel Caballero Paranormal, which together with a girlfriend went to a house where paranormal activity has recently increased. During the investigation, they used the well-known SLS camera that can detect silhouettes, and this time they also managed to capture something.
Ahí está, ahí está, ahí está, ahí está, ahí está. Ahí está, miren. Ya lo encontramos. Eso, acércate. Pregúntale.
Ven, acércate.
Escucha. Uy, cabrón.
¿Por qué te ríes? ¿Quieres jugar conmigo? Ven, vamos a jugar.
In one of the rooms, a figure appears on the camera, with whom they try to communicate, but with no success. Then they decide to perform a ritual, during which they manage to capture something truly terrifying.
Manifiéstense. Si se encuentran aquí con nosotros, les pido que se manifiesten. Pequeña, si te encuentras aquí, te pido que te manifiestes. Déjanos verte.
While trying to summon a ghost, in the door we see a child appearing that seems to be watching them. Is it a real ghost? Or maybe a little helper? Choose wisely, folks. Number 1. The last recording comes from the YouTube channel DDoch Micol, which this time decided to go to an abandoned building with a sunken basement with a dark history. There was once a fire in the building, and the surrounding area is believed to be haunted and cursed. Upon arriving at the scene, as he wanted to enter the basement, this happened.
혹시 계십니까?
Just before he wanted to go in, the door slammed right in front of him. That scared him a bit. After a few minutes, he tried to enter the basement again, and this time nothing unexpected happened. But just after entering, he started to hear strange, inexplicable sounds coming from inside.
계십니까? 방금 뭔 소리? 방금 혹시 누구 계세요? 계십니까? 안에서 뭐 소리나?
After getting inside, Michael started to hear strange noises of someone who was inside. So after a while, he decided to leave the basement and go to the second floor. But what happened there is quite disturbing.
혹시 안에 계십니까? 혹시 안에 계세요? 안에 누구 계세요? 와, 씨. 하지 마세요. 하지 마세요.
Michael starts to hear noises coming from the next room. Then we hear knocks on the door and the colored ribbon starts to burn. After what he saw, he runs away to cool down for a while, but even there, he does not find time to rest.
계세요. 뭐야? 누구세요? 저건 뭐야? 와, 저기 두 군데 있어. 뭐가?
In one of the windows, Michael sees a shadow moving around the room. He decides to check it out and goes inside, but what he managed to see is chilling.
잠깐만. 얼굴 같은 거 봤어. 하얀 얼굴.
Just after entering the building, in the staircase in front of him, we see the pale face of a woman who appears to him literally for a moment. So, what do you think, folks? Was Michael once again recorded a real ghost on camera and experienced paranormal phenomena? Or was it just a well-prepared hoax? Let me know in the comments below. If you want to watch the full episode, visit his YouTube channel DDoch Micol. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe for more content. See you in the next one.